Ownership of my 1980 Continental Mark VI for the past year has been inspiring and mechanically educational. Today I wish to share with you my experiences of the journey from delivery to my first drive. Who knows, maybe after being entertained, you'll even take action towards the deepest passion burning within. Welcome home. Gravity graciously unloaded my 18-foot-long coupe directly across the street from my doorstep. The way it rolled down off the trailer reminded me of how Doc Brown unleashed the time machine onto the train tracks in the Old West. Once all four tires touched the earth, my project car soon came to a lifeless stop, needing immediate resuscitation. After about 20 minutes of intravenous therapy, the engine sputtered about and gave just enough consciousness to desperately claw up the driveway and coast silently into the garage. Reality truly set in from that day forth. Not only did I have a 4,000-pound mystery to solve, but the car edition of musical chairs would begin. Under observation. For the first 3 months, I took meticulous notes as I familiarized myself with every inch of the vehicle's condition. When weather permitted, I detailed the interior and exterior while pondering my repair strategy. Every time I'd open the garage, hope and determination filled my being. The excitement all rushes back from vacations as a kid that I might soon travel in the Mark VI again. Yes, it was childhood memories that led me here, but the chance to preserve youth is worth every bit of my will. In an effort to wrap my head around the task at hand, I acquired an official shop manual outlining the electrical, engine, and chassis. However, as winter set in, there is not much more I could do until warmth returns. During the long season, my thoughts would not remain idle. January 2018, I decided to announce to the world about my adventure finding this rare automobile. My debut blog was titled Lincoln Love, a true story experienced. I thought sharing my activities might inspire others to pursue their inner passion as well. Writing has become a therapeutic exercise that I enjoy very much. As I discover solutions that resolve problems on my to-do list, I plan to post results for the benefit of enthusiasts that follow. The ability to access useful information via the internet relies on rich contributions made by all of us. Surgery begins. After planning a priority list of repairs over the winter, the anticipation was finally over. Spring had arrived. My first easy procedure was replacing the existing generic battery with a new proper fitting one which lowered directly into its bay, then charge it up. Now with the ability to start the car untethered, I examined the behavior of the carburetor and attempted to clear the jets of deposit with gum out. The occasional engine stalling was starting to get to the best of me, but I was working on a lean budget, so rushing to judgment was out of the question. Safety and reliability would not be compromised in my process. Trust me, I really wanted to drive this car beyond the shadow of my garage, but it had a massive gas tank leak around the seal. When I finally committed dollars to taking the car in for repair, I was well equipped: gas can, portable booster, and a stomach full of butterflies. The total trip was approximately 1 mile of repeatedly stalling. When the engine did run, I had an inclination that the brakes were faulty too. Anyway, the repair shop dumped the old fuel and replaced with an OEM tank. After getting fresh gasoline, the stalling reduced, but I had to double back due to leaks in the fuel lines overlooked by the mechanic. By the time this issue was resolved, we were well into summer. It was necessary for me to gap between repairs to soften the financial blow. The shock of the cost after the first repair prompted a bubble bath meeting with my wife to discuss adjustments and the restoration strategy. Also, I had to gracefully bow out the 24th annual 2018 Woodward Dream Cruise due to unsorted issues with the brake system. The local repair shop has been my rescue for advanced projects above my experience. I've taken the initiative to be an observant student along the way. At the end of August, it was determined that the brake booster, master cylinder, and hydraulic line leaking over the rear axle all needed to be replaced. Plus, air in the intake manifold was escaping. They fixed everything. Wow, what a difference. Brakes performed like new. The car stopped on a dime and gave me back 9 cents change. As a byproduct from the repairs, the stalling also completely subsided. What I learned was several systems, and the Continental Mark VI uses vacuum from compression created during combustion, transmission, headlight doors, the brake booster, and other mechanical functions. When a major component fails, it disrupts stability in the core system, Thus, the car would stall under load. Well, I'm sure glad something got fixed for free in this project of patience. Rehabilitation. My wife and I would take our maiden voyage in the Mark VI Saturday morning, September 1st, 2018. We would successfully make a 12-mile round trip to the North Side Post Office. Everything proved to be well considering no prior knowledge of operation before ownership. Keep in mind, I've been tinkering around under the hood for almost a year trying to make it roadworthy. The following weekend, we'd cruise a little bit further just to grow our confidence with the car. During our drive this time, we got a few stares and a smile, but mostly puzzled reaction. Generally, people recognize the shape of a Lincoln. However, most can't put a finger on exactly from what decade this is. When behind the wheel of a car like this, you have to be mindful how far the nose sticks out in traffic, especially the Michigan left. While driving around, I did notice a few needed adjustments, but nothing seemingly major. Closing thoughts. I'm thankful to have the support from my family that tolerates my exploration and Lincoln preservation. This acquisition of a desired and admired vehicle unexpectedly drove me to new discoveries. Now you try it. Capture a dream, no matter how insignificant in the eyes of others. The momentum may lead you to greater opportunities.